Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been on the road for about an hour, got about another hour to go until I arrive at one of the most spectacular places on the planet, let alone the Alps. Mr. Moon is out. You can see not just the crescent, but the whole of the moon. Yeah, I know a song about that. Anyway, this morning we had a huge storm last night, about 1 in the morning. A lot of debris on the roads up the mountain, but it seems to be a bit clearer down here, but very, very moist and humid. Like the screen just keeps misting up, even though it's beautifully clear today. So down the valley you can see the low hanging cloud just down the valley there. Probably the evaporation of the rains that happened last night. Sunrise due to happen in about 10-15 minutes or so. And everything looks good for today, hopefully. 3,200 meters I'm going up to today. Maybe a wee bit higher, I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's go. So I've arrived at 7 o'clock in the morning, La Grave, the grave. La Grave La Meije is its full name. And I'll be heading up soon in these guys. So just waiting on the ticket office opening. A few people arrived already. And yeah, a bit cloudy over the top here, but I think it might clear a little bit or might get above it, we'll just see. But my first time here. So I'll just explain what I'm doing here. I've been around the Alps now for a number of years and I've always wanted to ski La Grave, which is known as one of the most dangerous resorts in the world. There's no marked pistes, there's no patrollers, it's basically all off-piste between 3,600 meters and 1,500 down the bottom here. Now, this lift here for the likes of me just going up, walking and whatever, goes up to 3,200 in the cable cars. Now they go up 4s and 5s together. Hopefully I can get one to myself so I can give a good descriptive without worrying about other people in the cabin with me. Might be a tall order, but we'll see what happens. I've deliberately missed the first couple just so I could get a coffee, think about it, and there's not so many people around. So yeah, as I say, I've always wanted to ski this. It's legendary, this area, this resort, whatever you want to call it. So I've never actually been up there. I've been up the top and looked down, but I've never actually seen what's below and stuff. So hopefully the clouded stuff is going to clear for me to be able to get a decent look at what we look at on the way up. If not, hopefully it'll clear for the way down. I'm going to spend a bit of time up there, and there is the Grotte de Glace, which is an ice cave of ice carvings and all sorts of things. I've done a few of them before. So just to explain, I've got the ticket for that as well. Up there there's a restaurant too, so I can have a bite to eat, coffee, whatever, and we'll see. No rush today at all. Got here first thing in the morning, and here we go. I'll be in the cabin the next time I fire up the camera. Here we go. La Grave, the grave. La Grave, La Meije. And just before I get in the cabin, this is the plan of the place. We're down the bottom here. There's a first stop, a second stop, and then we're up the top there with Les-Orres up just over the other side there. So this is this is the objective of today. I think I've just missed the bus. Alright, so just waiting. This is 5 together, and I've just cleared it with the guy that I can have the very last one to myself. Save me annoying people by talking to my camera. So I think by chance as well it's got less scratched up windows. My chariot arrives. Quite cosy. Wow. I think we're going to head up into the clouds. But I did look at a webcam from the top, and it is clearing, so we should have some spectacular stuff up there. Wow, it's noisy. Look around on the way up. Bit of a bizarre sensation, and you can't see anything. It's just white, and it's white, and it's white. Oh, cleared a little bit. That's a 300-metre drop off the side of there, and we're coming up. We left 1,500 metres. We're now arriving at 1,800 metres, the same height as the global headquarters of MaxMountainWorld. It's a very slow crawl into the mid station, or the bottom mid station, so I'll speed this next bit up. I could get out here if I want, but nah, too cloudy. So now slowing down for 2,400 metres, I think, or we just stop halfway, I think, to coordinate with what's happening down below. Who knows? But the views, wow. Just zoom in on that bit above the cloud. That's just astonishing. Hopefully the camera's got this. And we're starting to move again. So for those of you with a head for heights, these trees are 100-footers. And we're moving again slowly. I've got to ski this next winter. It would be rude not to. Just passing in slow-mo. So yeah, I think that was just coordinating with people who can get off at the various points. Start to accelerate again a bit, and again the views, just it's clearing, it's beautiful. We're just about to get above the tree line. Very rocky, different planet type of effect. The clouds kind of moving around rapidly, but there's still a lot to see. Hopefully I can catch quite a bit up the top as well. 2,400 metres altitude up here, just coming into this station. It's a bit bleh. Yeah, and then we go crawling in. First signs of snow up there. I think I'm going to be seeing quite a bit more in a minute, or a few minutes, quite a few minutes. Definitely clearing as we get higher. and we make a slight turn here and head more or less up right here. So these guys head back down. I think I have to get out and then get into the next one. This guy's just about to advise me. So these, yeah, they're doing a turn and heading away. So here we go. So into the next stage, which goes up 800 meters to 3,200. And got some people in front of me, but managed luckily to get a little cabin to myself. Wow, well above the trees now. We can start seeing some of the glaciers as well off to the side. Kind of get a funny effect of the window here, but you can zoom in without the camera trying to focus on the scratches. What an astonishing place. Quickly zoom in on that. Wow. Yeah, definitely quite a bit of snow up here and ice. Just a zoomed in look around. We're in the cloud again, but should clear it. These people swinging about in front of us. Right, can't really see much just now, so I'll carry on in a bit. We've got another slow pass with the cabins coming down. Again, not much to see here just now. I can just make out the glaciers through the window there, but again, we'll get up higher. I think this is halfway up, so if that's the case, we're at about 2,800 now. Yeah, we're in cloud. Bye bye. I was a bit daunted at the bottom how many people actually had all the climbing gear, and there was me and my trainers. So yeah, some more glacier action, and I think we're almost about to arrive. There's even mountain bike tracks and stuff. Wow, what a place. I'll just keep it zoomed in just now. And another crossover point with a bit of sunshine. Let's have a closer look while we can. Clouds coming in again. As we whiz away up the highest point, you can see the blue in the ice. And as we're arriving up, we're getting above the cloud. Again, we're above this cloud. I can feel the sun in the back of my neck, but it's strong. But it's got less atmosphere to go through. Wow. This is the Glacier de Les-Orres. The other half of the one that I had on my video that I did last week in Les-Orres, which is just over the side there. Wow. Okay, time to go. So we arrive on a different planet entirely. time for a coffee. So a quick 360, just above the clouds and no more here, but you can see what the clouds doing here. Wow. Just home in on that for a few seconds. See the people way up there. Must have got the first one up on the glacier itself as well. So that's it. I'm up here, 3,200 metres, and what a spectacular place. Hopefully this cloud will clear down a little bit and we'll see what happens. So in the lead out, the next bit before the end, I'll focus in on a few things. I've got the Grotte de Glace, the ice cave, and maybe one or two things on the way down that I didn't catch in the cloud on the way up. Thanks for watching. So I just came down from there. I'm on the ice, very, very sleepy. And yeah, different world up here. These are the mountaineers, getting them all set up. You can see a lot in the distance, hopefully. People, the scale of things, I don't know. Again, problems with the viewfinder, but there should be some people up there somewhere, and that just kind of shows the scale of it all. Just amazing. What a place. I think that's as far as the walkers can go without all the kit. And the Grotte de Glace, which I don't think is open quite yet. I think maybe these gentlemen that are arriving in front of me here are the guys that run it. I certainly asked them anyway. So just next to the restaurant we have a marble table d'orientation, an orientation table. Shows you what the glacier is all about and all the different peaks, valleys. And the Grotte de Glace is open in half an hour. They're de-icing it. Apparently it snowed and iced up over the overnight storm we had, and it's going to be tough to not video everything here. Okay, the Grotte de Glace, the ice cave. Wow, that's not too bad. It's been well set up. I've been in a few of these before, as I say. They're all different. I don't know what to expect. Oh, some drippings, the water. I'll just leave the camera running. In places you can see right into the ice. Wonder if it's got an echo. If I let one go, it does. Wow. Right inside the glacier. Hear the noises. Quite cold in here as well. Wow. I think some of these are old carvings, old crevasses. Just go back a bit. There's a shark. It's not lit here. Dark. Whatever's in here, I don't know. Do the lights come on automatically? Or, ooh, it's dark. Whatever that is. Right. Just got to tread very warily here. Might manage to bring some of that in on the edit with the light. Very dark. Back here again. What else we got? Whoa, big bear. Again, I'll just back off a bit. Wow. There's more stuff, but it's not lit up unless this goes round and comes out there. But yeah, it does. Looks like we got a frog. Wow. Just beautiful. More people arriving. Okay, it's very, very cold in here. Let's go out and do some sunshine. More animals. Wow. The sun's come out. Nice. What have we got here? That was in the way in, I must have. Wow. This is so different from other ones that I've been to. Astonishing. And you can see right into the ice there as well. Right, better watch and not get wet. So not everything was lit up. These guys had just come in past me just now. I think they must have had an electrical problem with certain areas, but still what I did see, beautiful. Just trying to avoid looking at the sun here, but this set of cables, the mount on the left there, this is the only skiers, snowboarders uplift that starts from down there somewhere. I'll put an arrow in the edit, and goes up there, takes you back up to the top of the glacier for the skiers and snowboarders. when it's open. It's not open just now, but it's the only one in the world that's mounted on the ice. There's a fact. So a quick look over the north side, what we can see with all this cloud shifting about, more glacier action. Wow. Just go next to this gentleman here. Another orientation table in marble. Guess that kind of toughens it up for storms and lightning strikes and stuff. Wow, it's cleared a bit. It just changes in seconds. And the Meije, I think, is that one. Really, as I say, hard not to have the camera active in this one. Just, what a place. Astonishing. Time heading back down, it's still very cold up here. Fingers are frozen. For the trip down, looks like I've got the front one to myself. Cool. Not one for people that don't like heights again. We've got a bit of a view out the side here. Wow. Awesome. Okay. I think we're about to go. Oh. Oh. Yeah. What a place. I'm not even going to attempt to zoom in on that one. No real need. Here we go. There's clouds still doing their stuff there as we disappear into it. Whoa. Slowing down as we go past these guys. Now these guys in the front one look like tourists. They're not kind of roped up. There's kids in the one behind. Give them a silly wave and see what happens. Yeah, I think I beat all the tourists this morning anyway. Wow. Got a wave. Okay, onward into the cloud. And the sun's come out. These waterfalls are everywhere as well. So as the next batch of people heads up, got a mountain biker ready to go down from here. Good luck. It's definitely a lot greener here. And we've got some playground stuff just below. We're at the 2,400 meter mark here. So on the tripod, have a look at what we've got. See, if I zoom in, I'm going to miss out a lot of stuff. I might just zoom in on a couple of things of interest, like what it's like close up. Bit of cloud above still. But yeah, it's cleared up quite a bit here. Just incredible. And that's a glacier down the bottom there as well, just above the greenery. Glaciers aren't dirty things, they're not clean. They take all the weather and pollution and everything, so let's get right into that one. You can just make out the colour blue of the ice inside. Just to give you the scale of it. Wow.